How can altitude, science, and friendship not only intersect, but change human history itself? What connects these seemingly incompatible things? It's simple. It's the International Space Station, but what do you even know about it? Perhaps you heard somewhere that it is the most expensive thing ever built by mankind? And it's true, it is indeed listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most expensive object built by man. What do astronauts do on it? What does the future hold? How and why it was created? Answers to these and many other questions you will learn from this video. Enjoy watching.
For some time, picking up the parts of my life.
In 1984, nearing the end of the space race that was part of the Cold War, President Ronald Reagan officially approved the creation of the space station. NASA Administrator James Beggs began actively seeking international partners, and Canada, Japan, and a host of European Space Agency countries joined the project. After the end of the Cold War and the collapse of the USSR, in 1993, when the station was under reconstruction, Russia was invited to become part of this ambitious project. Therefore, first of all, the ISS became a symbol of uniting cultural differences, global partnership, and political nuances, overcoming even the most complex world contradictions. This became one of the key goals of the station's creation, along with scientific research, technology development, education, and popularization of science, as well as preparation for long-distance space missions. Returning to the question of cost, the total amount spent to build the International Space Station exceeds $150 billion. To give you an idea of the scale of this amount, consider this. If $1 was deposited into your bank account every second, you would accumulate $86,400 in a day. This is certainly an impressive amount of money. However, it would take you about 4,756 years to reach $150 billion under the same conditions. In addition, it costs about $3 to $4 billion a year to maintain the ISS, and these costs are shared among international partners, including NASA. Considering such a large-scale expenditure, it is clear how significant this amount is. Despite the obvious benefits of the station to humanity, you, as a taxpayer, may ask the logical question, is it really justified? And what am I getting in return by paying taxes? Let's look at this in more detail. Let's take the example of a U.S. resident. By fueling a car, buying goods with excise taxes, or paying federal and state taxes, funds flow into the overall budget of the country. For example, in 2024, the total U.S. budget was about $6 trillion, of which $25 billion was used to fund NASA. That's about 0.4% of the total budget. This begs the question, is this amount enough to effectively fund space programs, or should more money be allocated? And, more importantly, what are we getting for that 0.4%? The International Space Station is a unique platform for a wide range of research, including medical, physical, biological, technological, and environmental research, as well as Earth monitoring and space exploration. Although many of these achievements remain invisible in everyday life, they play an important role in our lives. For example, ISS serves as a key platform for maintaining and improving the satellite technologies, including global positioning systems, or GPS, that we use every day. The ISS has also played a significant role in research that could lead to new cancer treatments. Although the station itself is not a direct source of drug development, research conducted on the ISS is helping to create new approaches to treating this disease. In 2020, cancer is the cause of death for about 10 million people, and we can reduce that number in the future by capitalizing on the scientific advances made on the ISS. Every year, there are around 20 million new cases of cancer worldwide, and the development of new treatments could significantly change the outcome for millions of people. The ISS has also provided unique data on the effects of microgravity on cells and tissues. This has enabled the creation of new, stronger, and lighter materials such as alloys and polymers, which have applications in aerospace and other industrial sectors. Experiments with plants and microorganisms were also conducted on board ISS, contributing to the development of more sustainable crops and effective infection control methods. The station also plays a key role in collecting and analyzing data to improve our understanding of climate and environmental processes. This includes predicting the weather we use every day, as well as monitoring natural disasters such as hurricanes, forest fires, floods, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. This data helps us respond quickly to threats and take action to prevent or minimize damage. This is only a small part of the advantages offered by the ISS. It is a unique platform for scientific research, providing a combination of microgravity and extreme space environment conditions that cannot be replicated on Earth. These capabilities greatly expand the horizons of science and technology, fostering innovations that have a direct impact on our future. But more importantly for you and me space enthusiasts, the ISS provides valuable information and technology that could be the basis for successful colonization of other planets and for long-term space exploration. And here are a few key aspects that the ISS provides for these purposes. It provides data on the effects of long-term spaceflight on human health, such as the effects of microgravity, human physiology, psychological effects. It is really important to know how isolation, loneliness, and stress affect the astronaut's mental health. In addition, sleep, immune system, and metabolic problems. The ISS serves as a key testbed for technologies needed for future space missions and the establishment of colonies on the Moon, Mars, and other sites. The station is developing life support systems, including water and air recycling, as well as technologies for waste management and ecosystem maintenance. These developments are critical for autonomous bases where resources will be limited. The station serves as a testing ground for new technologies, including robotization, 3D printing, and innovative systems for food and energy production. An important aspect is space agriculture research to ensure food security for the colonies. The ISS also emphasizes the importance of international cooperation that I mentioned earlier. Experience in maintaining equipment in space will be useful for future missions to other planets. All of this sets the stage for successful colonization and long-term space exploration. Many astrophysicists believe that space exploration is not just an interesting science, but the key to human development. If we stop studying the universe, we may get stuck in our development and return to a time when people did not move forward, like New Middle Ages. Space helps us not only to learn more about the world around us, but also to create useful technology. But that's just the beginning. Exploring space can give us new resources, protect Earth from asteroids, and inspire new generations to make great discoveries. If we give up these opportunities, we risk stagnating in our development. Space is the way of the future, and it is up to us to decide whether we move forward or stay where we are. As for the future for it, we can say, the station will operate until 2030 with possible life extensions and modernization of certain elements. The ISS will also become a platform for commercial missions, including space tourism and manufacturing, involving private companies. Experiments in space agriculture and biotechnology will continue, which will help in the creation of autonomous colonies on the Moon and Mars. The ISS will test new technologies such as 3D printing and robotization, which will form the basis for future missions. Possible cooperation with the Chinese space station will open up new prospects for international research. Thus, the ISS will continue to play a key role in preparing for space exploration and developing technology for future space missions. So, do you think we need it? Is it worth the money?